Good afternoon to all our friends from the media, all our friends and people that we've become very, very fond of from our South film industry. Please give yourselves a huge round of applause. You are at the first ever IIFA Utsavam. It's a historic moment for all of us to bring a movement that has made waves across the world, having traversed across 16 different destinations, 12 different countries, 4 continents. The IIFA is finally at home, its birthplace. Before we move anything further, I'd like to introduce you to Wizcraft, the creators of the IIFAs. I speak here on behalf of my co-directors, Andre Timmins and Viraf Sarkari, and the Wizes who have powered all our efforts, all our dreams from across the country and across the world, several of whom are here in this room today, several of whom have really worked day and night over the last few months to be able to put together the inaugural, first ever, dream come true IIFA Utsavam for all of us. The Wizcraft International Entertainment has been a company that has pioneered event management in India. We're the first ever event company, and if Wizcraft is about 28 years old, that's how old the event industry is for India. And we've done some phenomenal work across India, across the world. The Commonwealth Games opening ceremony in New Delhi, the IIFAs in different parts of the world, the Global Indian Music Academy Awards, the National Awards, the ICC Cricket World Cup opening ceremonies, different spectacular events across. It is with that same belief in a dream, with a commitment to dedication and passion, that Wizcraft begins this IIFA journey, the second chapter of the IIFAs here today, the first day of the IIFA Utsavam. When you look back at any journey, or when you look at the beginning of that same journey, you can't begin that journey without remembering a few people who have really made it happen, who believed in you long while before today arrived, who believed in us from the moment that we said, let's do the IIFAs dedicated to the South cinema. And I may miss quite a few names when I talk about it, but it's with great humility that we'd like to say on behalf of Andre, Viraf and myself and Wizcraft, a huge thank you to several of you, in fact all of you out here. I'd really like to mention Mr. Suresh Babu, Mr. Kalyan, Mr. Ramarao, Resul Pukuti, Shivraj Kumar, Shriya, who've really been there right from the beginning saying, go for it, right all the way. And another very special person who's been there at several beginnings of Wizcraft, several beginnings of this journey, Mr. T.S. Subirami Reddy. Thank you, sir, for also joining us here today. And it's phenomenal that as everything happened, Mr. Reddy's hotel is the hotel that's hosting all of us here today. So thank you once again. One of the partners who has been extremely special in this entire journey has been the government of Telangana. It's been that perfect host saying yes from day one. It's been that perfect partner staying right through the journey, tough and rough as it has been, and will continue to be. But they've been believers, and one can only say a huge thank you to the Chief Minister of Telangana, his entire government, and the Tourism Ministry. There are others that we'd like to save, and these are friends from the corporate world, several of whom are working with us for the first time. The Adani Wilmar Group, our friends from Renault and Gioni, friends from Quest International, from Sensodyne, and our broadcast partners who've been a partner for us for probably the last 10 years, the Sun Television Network. They work with us passionately at every event of ours, and one can only say a huge thank you to them once again as we begin this journey. Um, there are key partners of ours who really helped make things happen. NCC Urban, Maha Cements, Rajapuksa Properties, and several donors who've actually come forward when we began this edition of the IIFAs. Those of you who know, the IIFAs were originally scheduled to be held in early December, 4th and 5th of December, and several of you were out here staying in this hotel and other hotels, rehearsing for the show. When literally the eve of the show is when we decided that we would postpone the event to a later date, because we just felt that in solidarity with those suffering in Chennai, we couldn't possibly do an extravaganza or a song and dance out here. And all of you, I think, supported us in that decision. And so a really big thank you to all of you. The IIFAs, as it is being held this year, has been rescheduled and has been restaged as a fundraiser for those who've suffered in Chennai. We obviously cannot do as much as we'd like to do in terms of financial terms, but we hope that the little that we're able to do, because it comes from a very heavy heart and a heart that wants to give, is received with great love and is used as more a beginner and a beginning of a movement that every one of you also goes out there and contributes to. So our thanks to every donor who comes forward to really make that happen. Finally, the IIFAs have a plan, and I'd just like to go to the slides that are there. What is the program over the next 2 days? We are already at the first press conference. Today evening is the green carpet, which opens at 6 p.m. and will shut by about 7 p.m. so that the show can start on time. So please be there in your seats on time so that we can really begin and have a really early night. There's a great party waiting for everybody. So it's a grand spectacular where we will present the awards to the best performers from Tamil cinema and Malayalam cinema today for the work done in the last calendar year. Tomorrow, early morning, we begin with the FICCI IIFA Media and Entertainment Business Conclave. Now, some of you who are not familiar with the IIFAs will ask, what is a business forum doing in a grand awards extravaganza where all the stars are out there? Really, at the heart of IIFA is a belief that as we travel across the world, we connect people, we connect communities, we connect cinemas, we connect businesses. And through the business forum, we'd like to focus on opportunities in the entertainment hub that Telangana is becoming. And we'd like to focus on that and showcase those opportunities. So we're working with the leading trade and industry body, Federation of Indian Chambers of Commerce and Industry, the Telangana government, to be able to put together a business forum that showcases and highlights the various business facets of the entertainment business. It's a big focus on South cinema. In fact, Mr. Suresh Babu is leading and championing a lot of that initiative. Thank you, sir, for all that you're doing. Tomorrow evening, once again, the green carpet rolls out. It's again at 6 o'clock. Tomorrow's a really big night. It's the local industry awards. Awards will be presented to Telugu cinema's best and Kannada cinema's best. You have spectacular performances on both days. I'm not going to get into who's performing. When you're out there, you will discover them. You will love each of them. The entire choreography and presentation being done by the Wizcraft team, and you've seen some of the work that we put together. And the choreography is by Shamak Dava. He and his dancers have come down from Mumbai and worked with the stars to be able to put together a completely international, very, very high quality production, which I think all of us will be very proud of. Who will you see over the next 2 days? I just thought I'd give you a sense of the star quotient and the participation of the industry. So you can all put your hands together as you go across each of those slides and see those big, huge names across the space. Some of our key attendees. I'm really not going through, read that list because it's a who's who. Thank you very much for being here with us today. It's a big day. To support us right through every minute of the day, there are people watching what we're doing here at IIFA Utsavam and what you're doing at IIFA Utsavam online, on social media. So I'm going to give you the hashtag that we'd like you to use. There's our team from the Wizcraft digital team and Backed Out Media that are working with all of this. Hashtag IIFA Utsavam is the hashtag we'd like you to use. Send your selfies, send your pictures, send your comments, all out there. We're listening, watching, and people are participating out there. And tag IIFA, IIFA, or tag IIFA UTSAVAM. That's IIFA Utsavam. Thank you very much for all your love, all your participation. Together with you, we begin this journey with great humility. Do say a word of prayer for all of us. Thank you.
Be1 for Chennai at IIFA Utsavam.